Hey, thanks everybody for joining us today. Live Music Nation podcast, County Fair edition. Today we are with Andy Imperati. I'm your host, Jake Gill. Andy, thanks for joining us.
Nice to be here.
Andy, give us a little background on you. Where did you grow up, and talk a little bit about your career up until this point?
I grew up here in Hyde Park, New York, right off the Hudson River, about 90 miles north of New York City. I grew up on a farm, and to pay for that farm, family had a construction business. Okay. So, I had my hands in a lot of things growing up. One of them was the county fair, showing animals. And then in about 1995, the fair manager called and said, "Hey, we need a little help here. We don't have a carpenter on staff. I need somebody to build horse stalls for us." So I said to my brother, "I'm going to take 2 weeks and go help build the horse stalls." And that 2 weeks has turned into the last 28 years of my life.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. All right, well, let's jump in. Let's jump into the Duchess County Fair. I always ask these first three questions. What does it look like? What does it smell like, meaning food? And what does it sound like, meaning environment, music? What else is going on?
It is it's been described by most people as a very bucolic facility. There's a lot of trees here. There's a lot of shade in the summertime, thank God, because it keeps you out of the sun. It is a park full of flowers and trees and landscape, etc. It's a beautiful facility. It smells like anything you can imagine that's deep fried, Oreos, etc. The smell of those things Fair Week is just nirvana for a lot of people. So we're really proud of that. And the sounds range from kids screaming on carnival rides to whoever is at the grandstand that night. And we try to have a variety for people because everybody likes something different.
Yep. What's the greatest part of your job?
Oh, good Lord. The people I get to work with, and the people I get to meet as they come onto the facility. We have probably 20 different events throughout the season, and they'll range from antique shows to craft fairs to car shows to the county fair, Oktoberfest. We host the largest fiber festival in the United States of America currently. It is 2 days of anything to do with wool products, whether they be Angora goats, rabbits, sheep, it doesn't matter.
Wow. All right. That makes good sense. What's your greatest memory of the county fair?
Oh, God. Well, I showed my first cow here when I was 10 years old. I had a steer and I showed him at the county fair. And every year since has been great. But the one thing that stands out is probably about 10 or 12 years ago, we started something called Think Differently Day. On Thursday morning of the fair, an hour before regular opening at 10, we open the gates to children and families that have sensory issues. Before the hustle and bustle of the day starts, those kids get to come on the property until noontime with no music, no sounds at the carnival, no lights, no flashing lights. Everything is kind of quiet. To see the joy on those kids' faces makes everything worth it.
Boy, I've got to tell you, I've probably done 500 of these interviews, county fair. Now, we have some theaters that we've talked to that have done presentations that were for the sensory population, but I've never had a county fair step in and say, "Hey, we had that." That's fantastic that you guys do that as you go through there. Okay, let's have a little fun because I am in live music, live entertainment full time. I always ask this question first because I just like to see what people's opinions are. Andy, what is the best concert you've ever seen your entire life?
Hands down, no question about it, Garth Brooks.
Okay, I'm right there with you on that one. That one, we're gonna be in the front row together. Dead or alive, you get to bring one musical act to your county fair. Money's no issue. Who would you bring to your county fair?
Elvis.
Oh man, that'd be so cool. I'm blessed to be young enough. I didn't get to see it when he was at his prime. I hope that the movie that I just saw was representative of what it was really like, because they did a great job, I thought, with the movie. I got a pretty good feel. You can get especially when he first started out, county fairs would have been right up his alley, and the excitement would be just tremendous as it goes through there.
Jake, the difference between both of those guys, Garth Brooks and Elvis, are that they were performers. They weren't just singers.
Yeah.
I would kill to see George Strait again, but George Strait is a singer.
Yeah, correct.
That's the difference.
Yeah, that is exactly correct. Very cool. Very good. All right. Well, I appreciate your time. Andy, how do people find out more about the county fair and the other activities that you have going on the fairgrounds?
Website, www.duchessfair.com.
Okay, perfect. Guys, check them out. Andy, thanks for your time. I appreciate it.
Have a good day, Jake.
Well, baby, I'm